How y'all doing, preppers? Welcome back to Poor Man's Cow Ranch. Today's video on the 4 weapons every prepper should have. Just 4? Okay, well, I got a couple handguns there, but in reality, 1 handgun, 1 long rifle, 1 suppressive fire weapon, and 1 shotgun. That's also a shotgun, but you can go with a pump action shotgun like that one, or semi-auto, which is what I got there. How's it going out there? Pretty iffy, yeah? Meat's getting scarce, eggs are getting expensive, and weapons are flying off the shelves. Well, these are the 4 weapons every prepper should have. Let's start with this right here. These are my sidearms. There's 3 of my sidearms. It's a 22. It's made by GSG Weapons out of Germany. It's a 22 long rifle. Then we have a 9mm right here, Taurus. And then we have the Sig Sauer 40. This is my sidearm, Sig Sauer 40. Yep, 250, P250. Yes, and I did clear all my weapons before I laid them out. Safety first. And this, just a little 22 LR revolver for shooting snakes, cats, which are an invasive species in North America and South America. So I shoot muskrats with it. I shoot coyotes with it. And I got the 22 because it's a semi-auto. Get the laser on the bottom right there. They all got lasers on the bottom. 9mm laser on the bottom. And my Sig Sauer P250. It's got the laser on the bottom too. And see, there you go. And you don't go out and buy the most expensive laser. I got these lasers off Amazon for, I think it was like $9, $10, $12, $15, something like that. And then I got a PDMS 308. This is my reach out and touch somebody long distance rifle. My deer rifle, my hog rifle. And I suggest everybody to get one. A long rifle. You need a long rifle. You need a handgun. Either or. Doesn't matter. If you're new to shooting, go with a revolver like this. It's a lot safer and gets you used to firing and sighting your gun and shooting. I got the 22 because I got a lot of 22 rounds. So when I don't want to take my revolver, I take my semi. I take this with me. And it's a pretty neat weapon. It's pretty accurate. I got 9 because if the shit hits a fan, what you can do is scavenge for rounds, and more likely you're gonna run into 9mm and 22s. If you go through an old farmhouse or a home or whatever, that's what you're gonna run into. Not necessarily the 40 Smith & Wesson, but I tell you what, I can find 40 Smith & Wesson rounds right now. Can't find 9s, I can't find 22s. Now the 308, it's not as big as a 300 or 30-06. It's not as small as a 270. It's just something in between. And the rounds are kind of expensive compared to other rounds, like the 243 or 270. But I tell you what, you can't go wrong when the military uses it. This sniper rifle, or they used to, a long time ago. Now they go into a 338 and some other variants. And let's jump over to the shotguns over here. These are Remington 870 Express, but this is super mag. You can fire all kind of rounds in it. I mean, size-wise or lengthwise. The 2.5, 2 3/4, up to 3 3/4 or whatever, and a quarter. Then this is a pump action. This is my turkey rifle. You can use it as a slug rifle to shoot deer with. And box shot, you can shoot box shot through it. You can shoot, salt pellets through it. Get those nasty dogs off your property, or kill them cats that are invasive species. And then I have this other rifle over here. This is a semi-auto shotgun and a AK-47 frame. And as you can see right there, that's a charging handle right there. But I'm not going to go too much into detail into these weapons. What I want to tell you guys is that you need to have all 4 of these weapons, because each weapon performs a different function for you. And it'll help you perform different tasks. You can use this as home defense. You put meat on the table. Put fowl, deer, hogs on the table with this one. You can do it with this 308. You can do it with 22s, or whether 9s, or even the 40. At short distance, you can, shoot a deer or a javelina, or a hog with them. And don't say you can't knock down a hog with a 22, because this right here is my 1022 Ruger 22 that I tricked out. It's got everything on it. It's got a flashlight on the bottom, on the front. On the bottom right there. It's got a laser on the top. It's got a little scope there. Red dot scope. Green dot, blue dot. I found this on Amazon. You can look at it and find them for $8. They're not expensive. And this is a Ruger 1022 rifle, semi-auto rifle. What I did, I took out the wooden handle and I bought the Archangel kit, and it has a lot of features in it that that converts a little hunting rifle into a I call it a all-purpose rifle. Now, all these weapons, the weapon that I would take above all others would be not the handgun, not the long rifle, not the shotgun, but this 22 here. This is a multi-purpose weapon here. It can shoot small game. You can knock big game with it, up to deer and hog if you hit it just right and at the right place. It's also very good for defensive weapon, as a defensive weapon, because it's semi-auto. So as long as you squeeze this trigger, you can fire off as many rounds as you want. And it comes in magazines. It comes with 2 magazines of 10 clip magazines. But with this one, you get 25. And if you get this other one over here that's joined, you get 50 rounds. 25 on one side and 25 on the other side. And what I call this is my defensive weapon, my suppressive fire weapon. Somebody comes knocking on my door and they want to pop some rounds at me, or they think they have a lot of rounds. Well, guess what? I got 75 rounds right here to send back to him or her or them. And I got about 3 more of these, which are these 50 rounds right here. So it's 200 rounds altogether, and another 20. That's 225, and the 210 ones. So that's I don't know, 2 something rounds. Enough to keep somebody busy downrange, and you won't scare him. I mean, yeah, you will scare them. I meant to say you will scare them, because they're gonna be getting all these rounds downrange to them, and they'll be backing off. They'd be saying, "Well, what the hell did I get into? I mean, I think this guy's sending all these little angry bees at me, you know." But of all weapons, I recommend you get one of these first. Ruger 1022. Can't go wrong with it. I'll make a separate video on this later on and tell you all the benefits and how I tricked it out, and why I think this weapon should be at the pinnacle of every prepper, homesteader, rancher, station owner, farm owner. This weapon does it all. It does it all. It might not take down a bear, but I tell you what, it'll piss him off when you get 25 rounds or 20 rounds down his way. He'll think twice about coming around. I mean, you do have to buy special rounds for this. You just don't go out and buy the regular 22s, LRs. You gotta buy the high velocity rounds. Makes it cycle better, and I'll explain that in another video. But the gist of this video is just to tell you guys the 4 kind of weapons every prepper, homesteader, station, rancher, whatever, farm owner needs to get. They need to get a sidearm, a long rifle, high power rifle, a suppressive fire all utility weapon, which is this right here, the 22 LR, and a shotgun. Or you can get a 410 or a 20 gauge or whatever, but I go with a 12 gauge 22 LR, a 308. You can do I don't know, 30-06 or whatever. You can get it in an AR type. That's why I got that, because it's supposed to be an AR-10, not an AR-15, but they call it an AR-10. And for my weapon, if I was to take 2 of these handguns, I'd probably take my 9 and my 22, and I'll leave the revolver back and the 40. But if I was able to, I'd take the 40 and take the 9 and take the 22. Probably leave the revolver behind. That's just for fun, and for killing rabbits, hares, putting food on the table. But yeah. Yep. Do y'all like my selection of music here? Wolfie. My hat there. Yeah, it's a slow day today. Sorry I hadn't made more videos. I was kind of depressed with all this going on. And the reason I was depressed is because while everybody's getting laid off and getting unemployment and getting that $600 or $600 a week and everything and getting all those checks, guess what? I never lost my work, my job. I've been working 70 hours a week. 5 days on, 1 day off. 5 days on, 1 day off. 5 days on, 1 day off. That's my schedule. And tonight I sleep. I wake up tomorrow morning late, 10. Drive, leave here around noon. Drive for 4 hours. Get there, work a 14, 15, 16 hour day. And then do it all again. And I drove this morning from work. I got off work this morning and I drove 4 hours here, sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, drive another 4 hours, and go back to another 14, 15 hour day. That's my schedule. And I don't know, I wasn't depressed. I was just kind of like a little bit upset that, man, I need a break. And yeah, I did buy this house right here. It's kind of empty right now, but it's got it's a 2 bathroom, 3 bedroom, ranch style, brick veneer. And I got some plants and trees outside, but I'm gonna show all you that. That's gonna come out later video of all the projects that I got to do with this property, the ranch, and an acre that I bought for him. It's an investment, an acre lot that I bought that I plan to build another house in. Probably use this home as a Airbnb or whatever, B&BR or whatever it's called, rent it out. And since it's paid off, and I can make some money off of it. Yeah, just a short little video, you guys. Hope y'all taking care, staying safe, and as you can see, I'm also, wearing my face mask and my protection gear, hat, glasses, and my cover here. Keep that coronavirus out. Well, guys, take care. So long. God bless you. And we'll get over this. You have a good night. Bye.